Hey everyone, Vega here for SerpentX Tech, and continuing on from a previous video of how to install FluxCore on your Windows or Linux system, we're going to be focusing on mining. We need to install the mining module and the services module on our system. So check out my installation video previously provided on the channel, and note that I kind of minimized the menu because on the left-hand side, I don't want you to see my email, right? But I did connect. You will need to sign in and connect it, via Gmail or an email, a GitHub, whatever you got. And then you can see not only the install module button right there on the main page or the overview page, but also here on the left-hand side, we got mining and services. So we just need to hit that download button to install the mining module as well as the services module, which will give you additional capabilities. Again, you can do a lot of customization. For example, if we come down here to the bottom right, you can see it's kind of like another speedometer looking icon. You could choose AMD Nvidia. It already chose AMD, detecting a GPU. We can give it a name of like what config file this is going to be, lock the core clock, core mem, core voltage, power limits, set the SoC VDD max, fan speed, mem clock, mem controller voltage, mem state. So all that information, SoC frequency, you normally would use or configure in Hivon or a Linux-based mining operating system like MMPOS, advanced config. All that can be done right here, and then you hit save and apply, and then you could just actually one of two things. Either you could go to the start button down here in the bottom right, or I believe if we go to the home page and we just click mine now, it will take us to the same place and just start mining and hashing away. But first, let's install the service module, just so we could show you what that looks like. Again, you do need to be logged in order to access or install any of this. So there you go. Services takes a second to load up. There you go. So we could provide, I guess, our machine. We don't have anything to claim, but we could provide our machine to it. Let's see here. Subscribe to artificial intelligence, gaming, infrastructure. Subscribe services. Elevate your machine's potential by subscribing it to services, whether it's AI processing or rendering. Enlist your hardware into Flux Edge platform and unlock new avenues. So, AI, maybe we'll do some infrastructure, some rendering, blockchain. We can add custom deployments. Like if somebody has a custom deployment, they can certainly do that. Show status, shows you your operating system in the upper left here. And then dedicate machine or shared machine. Please indicate whether or not you like to offer your machine as a dedicated or shared. You just hit save. You're agreeing to terms of service. Before proceeding, you save your cluster configuration. We require you to review and agree to terms of service. Terms of service, when you open it up, long PDF. I would urge you, if you have some concerns, to double check it. But I do know that some people, when they were using FluxCore or offering up their machine, some of the jobs were really pushing their machines to the max, and you couldn't really lock down any information, clocks, settings, stuff like that. So you're burning up your hardware for very little profit or perks, I guess you could say. Right now, that it's idle. Machine is offered up. I could always change that or turn it off whenever I want to. But that machine is going. We go back to mine, and what will happen is if we start mining, it will, once it gets a job, stop mining and immediately start whatever the job is, render, AI, stuff like that. So again, this thing is still in beta, still got some bugs it's got to fix. We don't have any miners configured, so we need to go ahead and use or add a miner. Select the asset. You can see all the asset classes they have here that you can choose from. Right now in the 7900 XTX, I believe there's only a handful of tokens that are profitable, but we're going to go ahead and choose TLS. Software, SRB miner, version, leave it on the latest. Pool, you can choose the pool or get a list of pools. You can add, like if you want to manually add pools and stuff like that, you certainly can. You just got to choose the algorithm, and you want to just configure kind of like a flight sheet, right? So flight sheet that you would use on one of your ProgPal type tokens and stuff like that. So I'm going to copy my batch file information into this. You can choose to mine on a shared pool or do solo. Again, that just depends. Force SSL or just TCP. Make sure if you choose this option, you're choosing the right port depending on your pool. And then fee, You could set it to whatever you want, but we're just going to go ahead and add this pool as it is and select this one. Wallet, it doesn't have a wallet, so we need to input our wallet information. So you're just going to go ahead and click that now and then add wallet and then put in your wallet address and a name. And you select that wallet, select the GPU you want to mine with, and then give this config a name. So let's say TLS 7900, or let's just do AMD because it might be from more than one AMD. And then the pool that it might be on, whatever you want. Doesn't really matter. Save config. You could also submit the config, but we're just going to save config and then let this thing start going by hitting the play button, right? Start miner heads up. The mining process sometimes take a bit to warm up. Sit tight. You'll see your mining status confirmed soon. So right now we're using FluxCore to mine to a particular cryptocurrency of our choice. You can add more miners by clicking add miner while that's going. And if a job comes in, right? If a job comes in, it will switch from mining to whatever that job is. And so meanwhile, you could just sit back and chill out, let it go. You can see the current hash rate and everything. Because I didn't set any clocks or configuration, I would strongly recommend doing that, right? No OC profile, so we need to set one up. We can do that under the mining section. Hit the little speedometer icon, set up the config you want, however you want it. Obviously, each algorithm has different taste or clock settings that you want to use, so just be careful with that. But it's pretty cool. Nice little clean GUI or UI to utilize or mess around with. I personally like it. I just would like to see more use of it in order to really make it feasible. And I know the Flex team is working on that, working on different services, partnering with other companies, stuff like that. But let me know what your thoughts are, right? This is a UI that allows you do have to sign in to set up same thing like you would on your normal mining batch files on Windows or flight sheets on a Linux mining operating system. But then when a job comes in, switch on over. It'd be cool to see what new features they come up with as they finalize this product. You can see right now we're hashing away 121 mega hash. I'm not seeing the power draw right now, but I'm sure this information will start to calculate after it gets considerable data to go off of, like the total amount of cost, electricity, the revenue, profit, all that good stuff. But if you were to mine Flux directly, I wonder if it would show up. But just give it some time and you'll see your mining history here. You can download CSV. You can check out your OC profiles. You can add multiple OC profiles, right? Give it a different name each time. And there's your multiple. And you just got to apply it to that particular configuration or to that particular cryptocurrency that you're mining. Otherwise, if you do default config, those will be the default for any time you start mining. So you want to configure it however you would like. For the 7900 XTX on Telestia, I'm going to plug that in right now. And there's not much to basically configure for the TLS. I mean, you just lock the core voltage or the core clock, the memory clock, and then you can't even go negative 250 on the clock voltage or the core voltage. So, but here it is, it's saved. We can apply this to this machine, right? Applying, and it gives us an error up here. So it doesn't like that overclocking configuration. So that's unfortunate. So we have to manage saved OCs, edit the one we have here. Yep, it still won't, no matter what I do, it still won't apply. It says gRPC error. So that might be an error in the setup configuration of my particular system. So that's fine. But again, report any bugs and issues you're getting with this thing. This has been out for a while. I saw it at CES 2023 and Mayan Disrupt 2022, I think, or maybe 2023. But yeah, there's still some fine-tunement that they need to do. And we can see here using all GPUs, asset, if we chose, lithium or whatever, calculate. No estimate available for this coin. Please try another one. So let's try a token that has nope, nothing. So still quite some time to get this thing running good. Let's try Raven coin. Raven coin should be known. Nope. No estimate available for this coin. Please try another asset. So yeah, not much tuning I could do here. We got a warning here. Error configuring distro. Error installing system bench. WSL run. Okay, so it's giving me the command. Exit status 100. So it was unable to install for some reason. And maybe that's why I'm having some configuration issues. But if you did a fresh install on your system, you might have better luck than I am. Still, I wanted to run through it, go through the setup process. In order to use the mining feature or the services feature, you do have to access or do a little KYC in a way by connecting your email and then installing the modules. And you'll be able to, again, mine cryptocurrency until a job comes in. How many jobs would you get? That is yet to be determined. But we signed up for most of them except for gaming. So we'll see in the future how things turn out. Are you using this service? Are you considering using this service? Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. And you all have yourself a wonderful day. I'm going to get out of here. Hit that like button on the way out. Get subscribed. Hit notification bell to stay up to date. As well as check out additional links in the description. Help support the channel and what we do here. I'll catch you in the next one. Take care.